Good morning, everyone. Hi. And to the one person who's watching this, good morning. So, my name's Lydia, and about 2 weeks ago, I started live streaming my journey to losing 100 pounds. I'm actually going to be losing more than that, but this is just my first goal. And then I'm going to reassess what the next number or goal is after that. So if you found this video and or channel, I welcome you here. Really why I'm creating this is because I don't know if I've ever seen someone do this before. Where they, other than like a TV show, I've seen it on a TV show. But I want to create a record of weeks, experiences, information that I'm learning along the way, challenges, documenting challenges and expectations, and really the progress. I also feel like by having this, for myself, that it'll be helpful and motivating because 20 years ago, I was actually a little less than I am right now as far as weight. And I started on a journey. I had talked about this in a previous video that I had applied for the Dr. Phil's weight loss challenge because I wanted to have help. Felt like I needed help to reach my goals, or just, wanting that kind of like excitement of having the support. And because I wasn't able to be motivated on my own. And so today is Monday, and I decided I'm going to start doing like kind of serious talk, motivational Monday talk to, hopefully share something about my own experience that could help spark a fire in someone else to help them find their motivation. So 20 years ago, I applied for this Dr. Phil show and I didn't get it. In fact, like a week or two ago, I found the old audition tapes that I was trying to send, and on high 8 digital, well, that wasn't digital back then, but high 8 camera film. And it's interesting to see, where I'm at today, kind of in the same spot, but just older. And so things are a little harder when you're older, actually, because your joints and stuff are tired and worn, your knees and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, Motivational Monday. So I want to talk about motivation. So basically, it's not that, and I'm going to just assume it's most people. Most people know what they should and shouldn't eat for the most part, or that they need. I'm pretty sure pretty much everybody understands you need a caloric deficit, meaning you need to eat less calories than your body needs every day to function. So if your body needs 2,000 calories just to function, you need to be like at 1,800 calories to utilize fat as a source of energy. So the caloric deficit is what helps you lose weight. So I'm pretty sure everybody understands that. I totally understood that. I actually lost 90 pounds by myself using the 6-week body makeover. But there's a lot of diets out there that are similar, just like I ate a cup of spinach and 2 ounces of protein like 6 times a day. And it's really challenging for me because I don't like to always be eating, all day long. And so that was kind of you know, you had to always be focused on it. So when, by the way, this coffee tastes so good. Um, so basically, when I lost that 90 pounds, I was so focused and committed, had a caloric deficit, and I burned more calories than I needed every day. I did like an hour on the treadmill in the morning and an hour on the treadmill at night. And I did that for like 8 months. And that's when I lost the 90 pounds, like 8 to 11 months is what it took. And so it's not that I don't know or haven't ever, achieved huge weight loss. It's that I haven't been motivated. I haven't had the desire. I didn't want it enough. And so I've been asking myself over all these years, why don't I want it? So here's where it gets a little different. When you can't, and I'm speaking from my personal experience, so I'm just sharing. So when you don't have a why, what do you do? What do you do when you can't find a why? I'm sorry, that's just making me sad to think about that. You know, most, well, a lot of people, I think a lot of people can relate to that because there's a lot of overweight people out there like me. When you just don't have a why or a motivation, it's sad. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. I'm gonna try to rein that in. But this is touching on an important topic. How to find your why, because people always said, like, what's your why? And then I would say, like, I don't have one. And so you're digging like deep into your heart to find your why, and you don't have one. And for like me, in my case, and I'm just speaking from experience, um, I didn't feel, like happy and positive. So I was like, well, why am I going to go to all that struggle, all that effort, I don't have the why. So all I'm sharing this for is that when you don't have a why, just keep digging. This is the message, because I just kept working on like this part. I really feel like weight loss is comprised of around from here to here, your head, your mental, psychological state that affects the rest of your body. And just keep working on this space. And so I continue to ask questions to myself, reading books. If you don't have access to books, there's free podcasts out there that people can motivate you, give you information. There's a lot of resources as long as you have the internet or a library. There's a lot of resources out there that are accessible for free. YouTube videos, and so keep on digging, to find your why until you find it. So I found a why, which is why I'm committed right now. And I don't know if I'll share it yet, but I'm working on another podcast, and I've always had a dream of having a certain kind of profession and being an adventurer and an explorer. And I've seen recently in the last year, like a pathway to make that happen, to actually create that type of life. And so part of that equation of that dream does not include me being obese or overweight. My desire, my dream of that life is that I'm healthy and that I'm fit and that I can move easily and effortlessly through the journey. And so I don't really see myself doing that vision, that dream until like maybe 2 years from now, 2 to 3 years. But it's going to take me like 2 years probably to get to the final fit destination that I desire for my physical body. And I'll be like 55 at that time. So I was telling someone the other day that I kind of divide my life into two halves. Like the first half is like 50 and before. And then I have like 50 and however many years that gives me, 10, 20, 30, 80. I don't know. I don't know how long I'll live, but I'm not interested in knowing. I just want to make sure I'm living in the years that I do have. Because if I'm on the tail end of this life that I have, I want people to say she lived. She really lived. And she lived and she pursued her dreams. That's like it's like all I care about is pursuing my dreams. I feel like that would be a big achievement for my life in this lifetime, is to have dreamed something, worked towards it, and then actually participated and experienced my dreams. So that's what I'm working on. That's my why. Um, now that I had the why, I needed this part, to catch up with the vision of it occurring and happening. And so I do feel like God or the universe, whatever you want to call it, source, spirit, puts in front of me in my path things that can help me and tools and like the next step and the things that I need to support me in my desires, because source is all knowing, God is all knowing, spirit's all knowing, knows me, knows my heart. We're connected. We have a relationship. We are one, for those who understand what that really means. And unfortunately, Google can sometimes seem like the all-knowing, because it kind of is a little bit, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I was brought to my phone a video of this Dr. Gundry MCT's wellness, and I watched the whole thing, and I don't know, I just, I don't always buy stuff that I see on the internet, but this really spoke to me, the science, the conversation, talking about supporting your mitochondria, that your mitochondria is the thing that burns the fat in the body. And I'm just like, that just sounds like a good root attempt. Like, go to the root of how to make your body work for you. Because I've always kind of thought, like, what's the difference between people who can be skinny and stay skinny and people who are fat? And by the way, I hope I'm not triggering anyone. I don't have an issue with the word fat, just because I think about, we eat fat, we eat protein, we eat carbs. I mean, we have fat stored in our body. It's all scientific. I'm not claiming any kind of a derogatory term with that word. But people who are overweight, who are challenged and struggle with their weight, what's the difference? And so oftentimes I've thought it was possibly um, something related to how the body utilizes food or processes fat. So when he came on and talked about supporting the mitochondria and creating ketones in your body, I was like, yeah, yeah, that sounds good. So anyway, I bought it. I bought 2 canisters. One was called lemonade, watermelon lemonade, and the other one was called raspberry melody because I wasn't sure which one I was gonna like, but I had a positive feeling about it, a positive expectation. And I got it. I started drinking it immediately. Some of y'all have seen in my videos. I make it in the morning. I bought these little bottles on Amazon. I always say I love them. So this is my first swig of the day. I make mine sour because I put apple cider vinegar in mine. Because otherwise I'm really not getting apple cider vinegar in my gut. So I'm drinking it through helping that not be as sweet because I heard some people saying that it was too sweet for them. So I unsweetened mine through putting apple cider vinegar in mine. Anyway, I was talking to my sister yesterday, and I've been so motivated and on it and excited and going and doing and organized and on top of things and staying on top of things and staying motivated and staying excited. And it's been over a month since I started drinking this. And since I started using that and this lumen, I have lost almost 10 pounds. But since the beginning of the year, which is when I really kind of started the Avanti Wellness podcast and now YouTube channel, I've lost like 13 pounds or something. But it's not, I'm looking for my milestones, like when I hit to another digit down, um, or, significant numbers for me. But really, I'm most excited about fitting in my clothes differently. So I have like a storage box, a plastic storage bin that is, like 3 sizes down, but they're still big. They're still considered big clothes. They're like a size 20. But to get into those would be, exciting and fun. So I'm like looking forward to that. I don't care what the number is. By the way, let me mention this. I did what's called a DEXA scan where you lay on this table. It's like a horizontal x-ray. I did it in 2017. I actually just went and looked at the date of my email when I got my results. And she, when I got off the table and the results came out, the assistant and service provider was like, "Oh my God, you are never going to have problems with your bones or have osteoporosis. You are so strong and sturdy in your skeletal system." And I was like, "Really?" And she was like, "Yeah, you've got really good bones and they're dense." That's what she was saying. And they're able to peel out the fat and the ligaments and the tendons and the water and the skin off of the weight. And so my skeletal system, if I was just bones, at that time, it weighed 115 pounds. So I'm never going to be like 120. And so I'm really curious, with muscle and everything, how my body's going to look, when I do lose the 100 pounds. So I'm excited. I just think about these kinds of things, and really, I feel like the piece of my puzzle that was missing was motivation. So I literally feel like once I started drinking this, it started like firing off in my brain, because it talks about supporting your brain for energy and stuff. I feel like, your neurons and your synapses and all that stuff what need to like fire for you to be excited about life. And I feel like that's what happened when I started drinking this stuff. And so I bought it as a customer, and then I approached having my podcast, and I've been in marketing for 30 years, like corporate marketing, but now I'm finally doing the things and skills that I've done for all these other people and companies to make them money. I'm now just trying to support myself, have freedom, be an entrepreneur. And so I did reach out to them and I said, hey, can I represent your product? Because I really believe in it. And I did a video. Actually, I didn't hear back from them when I emailed them, like in the beginning. But then I said, well, I'm doing a video anyway because I believe in it and I want to share this with people because I love sharing information that can help people. I love learning information that helped me. And so I try to do that as well. And anyway, they saw my first Dr. Gundry MCT wellness video I did in my kitchen, and they reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to be an ambassador. And so I have a link below that actually gives you like a 20% discount. And my sister bought it yesterday because she finally was ready to kind of dive in and see how it worked for her, because she's seen my guinea pig experience of a month of doing it and how I've stayed positive and consistent. And she also had to pay $49 which is what I paid for the canister. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up so this isn't too long, but I hope that whoever comes across this video, I hope your takeaways are, this video came to you for a reason, meaning hopefully it can help you think about how you want to find your why and how to go about, when you don't have it. And I haven't had it to be honest with you, like I've had it for like two times in 30 years. And the rest of the time I've just been living and choosing whatever I want. I really love freedom and I love not having to be rigid. That's just my personality. And so I was willing to accept the consequences of my food choices. And I was okay living in my fat body. I was comfortable, for the most part, where a lot of people might not be as comfortable as big as I am. I was comfortable, but now with my new vision, my new dream, that does not include, it requires me to travel on airplanes frequently. And so I don't want to be this big. I have really big hips and I spill over on airplane seats because they're so small. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want to feel that uncomfortable, especially like on a 10-hour flight. I definitely am not interested in flying all the way to Asia for 20 hours. So, especially, like in a big body. So, so my body and my weight are hindering me from living my dream. So, that's how I came up with my why. And this is helping to support it, to give me the motivation, the physical feeling. Okay, you can have a mental thought, but then I needed the physical feeling to desire to take the actions and the energy to take the actions, because I'm 53 and I don't have quite the energy I did 20 years ago. So I hope you have a wonderful beginning of your week, and please comment below. Please reach out if you have any thoughts or questions. And actually, you can be more connected to a support level of help through the Avanti Wellness Motivational and Support weight loss group. I made that on Facebook. So go look that up. It's a group. You'll find a page which all you do is like that. But if you go to the group, it's going to ask you to join. So right now there's only like 2 or 3 members in it. So it's very early. And this is August 22nd of 2022. So if you're seeing this video in 2027, there could be thousands of people in there by now. That's my vision. And I hope to achieve my own goals, and then I hope to help support others in reaching theirs. So that's the reason for all of my videos and channel and live streams. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Be sure to subscribe so you know when I go live or when I do another video. All right. Bye.